Hi, I'm Tracy Christensen, your host on Community Connection. 40 years ago, the Refugee and Immigrant Center was founded to help people transition to life in America. Today, they provide a wide range of resources to assist people from all around the world in becoming self-sufficient and integrate into Utah society. Andrea Cox joins me to discuss many of the facets of her organization. Hi, Andrea.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit more about the Refugee and Immigrant Center.
Sure. So as you mentioned, the Refugee and Immigrant Center was founded 40 years ago to help refugees and immigrants generally from all around the world to resettle in Utah and find support there and safety. And so we've been doing that for 40 years. And as, of course, there's flux in the world, our population and demographics are always changing. And so we make sure that we're serving all refugees and immigrants no matter where they're coming from.
And where are you seeing people come from now?
That's a great question. So right now, as far as our demographics, we're seeing a lot of people coming from the Middle East, places like Iraq and Afghanistan. Also, we have a large Somali Sudanese population that we're helping. And as far as our agency goes, those are probably the highest numbers that we're serving. And then we have from Nepal, the Congo is a really big one right now. So all over, depending on what's happening in the world.
And are there different challenges that they have when they come from different parts of the world? Or are they just kind of all the same kind of things that they need help with as they transition?
A little bit of both. The transition, of course, moving from a country to another country, you're going to have language barriers, you're going to have education barriers. But for example, there are differentiated needs as well. So generally, refugees coming from the Middle East are coming with some higher education. They're professionals. They may have been lawyers and doctors. And so when they get here, it's sort of a different needs assessment of where they can springboard versus someone coming from Congo or Somalia who's maybe been in a refugee camp for 10 years, where there's not an education system, where there's not language, and so then we have to start more basic with the language skills, with somewhere to live, with finding a job, which you need the language skills for. So it really depends, for sure.
It's so great that you can individualize and help them wherever they need. And you teach English classes, right?
Yes, so we do ESL and life skills classes. That's one of our most successful services. We do it at our downtown office, and then we have a location actually located within a neighborhood where refugees are settled called Sunnyvale Neighborhood Center, and we teach English classes there.
Do you have a success story you could tell us about?
Oh, just one?
Yeah, we'd love to hear them all.
Yeah, so there's a Nepali family that I've had a personal relationship with that also has gone through our center. And I love their story because the father is currently serving in a branch, a Nepali branch in South Salt Lake, an LDS branch. And he and his family had come over with no English. They'd spent 10 years in a refugee camp. They were very uneducated, and as part of the caste system, they were considered the lowest caste. They've now been here 8 years, and he talks about how he came illiterate in his own language. And so learning a different language when you don't even know how to read in your own language is a very specific challenge. But actually last year, he purchased his first house here in Rose Park in Salt Lake. His English is getting better and better as I've heard him in this branch, lead that congregation. His 4 children are in school and their language acquisition is great. They're very smart. And so they're really thriving. And he actually got Employee of the Year at where he works, where he's employed, which is a job that we were able to solidify for him. So it's a really good holistic story of helping an entire family in the entire process. And so he loves to tell about that success that he's experienced. So
a really great story. Thank you. Do you need volunteers? And tell us where they can go on your website to find out how to help.
Yes. So our volunteer needs generally center around our ESL and youth and family right now. Our youth and family really focus on our after-school programming at 5 different sites throughout Salt Lake area. So that's mostly where refugees are settled, so that's where we are. And it's tutoring, it's mentoring, and it's helping in ESL classrooms. And we also have opportunities for one-time events helping at our agency put together hygiene kits or school kits or things like that. So if you go to our website and you just go to the volunteer tab, I think it's ways to give. There's donate and there's volunteer, and we always have an updated list of what our needs currently are.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
The work being done by the Refugee and Immigrant Center is making a difference in the lives of many who are beginning a new life in America. For more information on this and other groups helping to make a better place to live, please log on to our website at kbyu11.org. Thanks for being here, and please join us again on Community Connection.